today is the day that I have. It's a beautiful day, and I'm going to make the most out of it. Our mental well-being is in our hands. Mental well-being is something which, it's like we always hear that if you do not take care of yourself, then you cannot take care of anyone else. And that goes for our families, our children, wherever we are working, everywhere. So emotional freedom definitely would be looking at more of these positive emotions, working on positive emotions and not letting anything else pull us down. So that's easier said than done, because positive emotions, all of us do want to be, happy, and we ourselves look at people who are smiling and happy. But little do we realize at times that we are not actually reflecting that. We don't look so happy, or we let other things weigh us down. And everyone has something, some story, something that brings them, weighs them down, keeps them anxious or upset. But then, yeah, that's what emotional freedom is all about. So we have to see that our negativity could be transformed into positivity. And that can be focusing more on the positive affirmations. Every day we should get up and say, yes, I'm happy. I have reason to be happy. Yes, there's a beautiful sun outside the window. And even if it's raining, yes, it's a beautiful rainy day. So basically, just that, be happy that we are very much around still. And the negativity that can come because we face certain challenges, we have to identify them first. So it means keeping your center without the negativity of others. Very often we may start off being positive, but then other people make us negative. Oh, you can't do it. Are you sure you will be wanting to do this? Are you sure this is okay? And then we start having those doubts, amongst ourselves. Oh, I don't think I can do this. I'm too old for this, or I'm too, whatever we have. We have so many things, women with all our various complexes also. I'm too fat, I'm too short, my hair is straight, my hair is long, my this, that. I think I'm better off at home. I can't do this. So yeah, you can do everything. This emotional thing that people can tell you what you can't do is what we have. That emotional freedom we need to come to. And there are many things that weigh us down because of our past. So first thing is, get rid of the baggage that weighs you down, and that is your past. Maybe we couldn't do something some time back, but that doesn't mean that you can't do it now. So I'll give you an incident. When I took up my first teaching job, I did a kind of I filled in as one of those temporary teachers for grade 1. So I entered one typical SSC school, which is a state-run school, and there were some 116 children in that class. And I was fresh out of college, and I could do it. It was so difficult managing so many children of other people, that also so 116. And I failed miserably in my first teaching job. Though it was for 3 months, I lasted 2 months and some 15 days, I think. And I was terrified. I never thought I'd come into teaching. And today, I'm the principal of a school, so I definitely went back there. So never think that you can't do it. It's all in us. We can do it if we really have a focus. So learn to identify few things. One of them is, if you have any kind of a guilt, then you have to get rid of that, because yes, it's okay to know if you're doing something wrong. That's because when we follow our conscience. But that doesn't mean you have to be guilty about certain things. Every time a mother is away from her home, she is networking on the phone, trying to find out, is everything okay? Has everybody eaten? Has everyone done this? That's your guilt. Why? Be happy. You're out. It's okay. Everyone else is out. Your kids are out at times. They go for parties, birthday parties, or whatever. Not right now, the pandemic, I know, but I'm talking generally. And if it's your other family members, your spouse or whatever, they also go. So if you also are not just going out for work and you're just having a good time, maybe just at a spa or with a couple of your friends, there's no harm. Please stop being so guilty. that will give you emotional freedom. And that your well-being will actually bring about uh, good things for the entire family. A happy you is a happy everything. And stop working on your, be, ashamed of everything. So many times, even whether we may have done intentionally, we do not want to hurt people because we know we are all mostly, everyone is not, I mean, good as such. Nobody's trying to hurt anyone. If it has happened, don't be ashamed of it. Leave that behind, go ahead, make amends, and don't be ashamed for certain decisions you take, because if you know it's correct, then stop getting that shame and that guilt and that anxiety, because all these three things will definitely stop you from being a strong person and emotionally good and on the way to happiness, because happiness is what we all deserve. So you need to keep aside all that, your baggage, look ahead, reject negativity. And I also say this for people who make you, so there are certain places, people, things you need to walk away from, because we've heard that. This generation, they're very clear. Oh, just walk away from toxic people. So they do that very easily and they're happier, isn't it? Yeah, but sometimes we are not able to do that. I mean, especially so many times you say, no, 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 let's try. No, we can't do this. We cannot leave that. No, but you can walk away. If you cannot, you can't say anything to everyone, right? You can't change around the whole world. Trying it out sometimes, but I mean, at times it just, some people are like that. So you need to walk away. That will keep you emotionally happy, because otherwise that stress makes it worse for you. That's a thing. Follow your intuition and be mindful and stay focused that, okay, I have decided I'm not going to let this situation make me angry, because I owe it to myself to be happy, because it's all in our hands. So I read a very interesting, something online. It's a book by a psychologist also, and the author is Peter Breggin. It says guilt, shame, and anxiety. And he talked about 3 steps to emotional freedom. So I'll very briefly just give you the capsule of it because I really liked it. I'd gone through it. You can get it on Kindle also. So one is that, this his first step was to identify your negative legacy emotions. So it's very much the same thing, get rid of your guilt, shame, or anxiety, and identify what it is, because very often we are too busy to really do that. Then reject any compliance with these emotions. So reject anything that is painful or self-defeating. Very often we are our biggest enemies. We let we fight it in our own minds. Nobody else has noticed it, but we think we are really great. I'll do this, I'll do that. And if this one says that, I'll do that. And we've become so anxious. So your mental well-being is compromised. So don't do that. Don't jump ahead. Identify it, stay away from it. Okay, I'm not. And all of us face that at some time or the other. And then don't keep on thinking, that, I mean, don't let other people actually identify, sort of define what you are going to, go through. Just, they don't walk in your shoes. So you just go ahead with what makes you feel good. Say that, okay, maybe this is good for you, but it's not good for me. So I don't plan to do this. If you're a soft spoken person, many times people say that, yeah, yeah, I'm doing this and we are all doing this. Yeah, okay, fine. I'm happy you're doing it, but I'm going to do this. So get do that very sweetly and nicely. So yeah, that's about what I have really tried to practice. Maybe not always in life, but as I've grown a little, in with time and a little bit more maturity, I've realized that certain things I just walk away from, and I just try to focus on the positive things. That, okay, I'm happy and I have reason, and each day can be a joyful day. So I just want to just read out a quote which I really liked. It was, when I was preparing, I thought that this was really something nice. That is, freedom is a feeling that doesn't last. So don't try to catch it or win it. It's like jumping to grab hold of a balloon before it flies away. Freedom is a series of decisions we make every day, big and small. So that's what it's very closely linked to our emotional freedom. That, the more you try to think that, okay, I'll be free from this, so I'll wait for that. No, you'll be running around after it. It starts with small affirmations that we make each and every day. So one of the one thing that I get up, when I wake up, is that I tell myself that uh, whenever I am up, I feel that I should not let anything, like, today is the day that I have. It's a beautiful day, and I'm going to make the most out of it. I know some things may come my way that may not be all that good, but yes, it's still, I'm going to make the best out of it. So this is what I practice. I don't let it weigh me down. I stay calm and patient. And as you were rightly saying, sometimes your boss may be yelling, things maybe you may be in a jam, but that's okay. I'm not going to let that stress go, weigh me down.